I'm trying to get text-to-speech set up. Someone type a comment. Yo. Shoot, it didn't work. I'll start a workout here in like 3 minutes after I get text-to-speech set up. You develop a better walking and running form with groundwork progressing to standing work. So you start with like child rockers, toe tuck rockers, bow hip stretch, bow hip rockers, half kneeling, and then you get into like the standing work on the boards, like the squats, hinges, and lunges. And then from there you go to like the bolt squat, the drop in, and then that will transform your run form. Your walk form can change pretty easily. That just takes like some mental cueing to walk with straight feet, eggshell heels, like narrow stance. Fetal position is the most optimal way to sleep. Like having your feet like that, knees together on your side. Like you can add a pillow on your head, but yeah, that's the most optimal way. Nation's greatest ally. Terrible. Patella pain in both knees. It's lack of back chain dominance if you have knee pain. Like your quad is like pulling, your quad pulls on your, if this is too tight, it's gonna pull, then make this inflamed, and then it's gonna build up a callus. Like you see how like my knee is like, it has like a bump right here. That's from my quad being like overactive. So you gotta get more back chain dominance by decompressing on the ground, and then that like decompressing on the ground will kind of make the pain go away, but then you gotta like actually go into like the standing work to change your movement, and that'll make the like pain and go away like for a while. Like you gotta return to the ground. Like you can't just sit in a chair 10 hours a day and do some GOATA and then expect the pain to go away. Like you gotta rest on the ground too. Upper body GOATA is like push-ups in the cat crawl position. My vert is like 32 right now, 33. Best, I just ordered some Chris Paul, I think they're Chris Paul 9s, and they actually have like a decently wide toe box. I'll have to like put them on my story or something. GOATA helps with knock knees by when you're in the bow hip stretch, for example, and the child rockers, you're in kind of a bow, like your legs are in a bow shape, like not like in an actual like bow, but like if you're in the bow hip stretch, if you're knock kneed, it'll be hard to get into to start, but it's getting your leg in this position and putting pressure in this position to your leg will make your, like, not just this, you'll have to do squats and stuff, but it'll kind of pull you back into alignment, because this right here, you're in a bow in this front leg, and if you're knock kneed where your knee is like this, like that, that'll kind of open up this outside part of your leg, so it's easier to pull it back into a straighter stance and not caved in like that. I gotta get the text to speech going. I'll have to figure it out next time, I think. Text to speech. Text to speech. Dips, GOATA. They're not GOATA, but you can kind of like, if you lean forward on the dip bar, and like, you know how you can like go straight up and down on it, or like lean forward a bit. I think leaning forward would be more optimal there. Frequent ankle sprains, like you gotta get your foot unlocked if you have frequent ankle sprains. And what I found too, like this is before GOATA, I used to wear LeBron Witness 4s, and they have like a really narrow, the heel is like really narrow and the heel is tall, and I would roll the shit out of my ankle. I sprained it twice, sprained both ankles twice on them, and had to sit out for like a week or two on each. So I missed like damn near 2 months on ankle sprains, and I got into Giannis's, and that actually helped because the Giannis's had like a lower heel, so if I did roll my foot or my ankle, I just missed like a day or two. YouTube channels, like functional patterns they're on the right path, but they disagree with the deep squat, for example. Functional patterns, like they somehow have convinced themselves that a deep squat isn't a functional movement, even though every indigenous tribe ever deep squats to get to the ground, but they've convinced themselves that that's not an optimal position for the knees. It's not optimal if you're crooked footed inside ankle bone low, but if you're straight foot inside ankle bone high, setting a bow in a deep squat, that's a great position for you. GOATA Movement has a good YouTube channel though. But back to the like ankle sprains, just start with the child rockers and toe tug rockers, because in order to get to like the standing work, you gotta decompress your toes, foot, and ankle with those rocker variations. And then from there you can get to more of the standing work. You can become more back chain dominant. Well, RN7, you're already pretty back chain dominant, but that's like holding a weight in front of you, like a kettlebell, and doing your squats, hinges, and lunges with that butt back, head forward. That'll literally light up your entire back chain like pretty easily. No, I don't sleep on the ground, I sleep on a mattress. A bow is down, back, and out, so your kneecap points outside of the foot. Like I guess right here. Like my foot's straight right here, kneecap points outside the foot. Nice. Go there. And then this big toe pad stays down the entire time. So you don't want to get into a bow and have this big toe pad lift up. Like that's not a good bow. You gotta have this big toe pad down the entire time as you're in your bow, and as you don't want to stand like this either. You don't want to stand like this. Kneecap should point straight ahead when standing. Percentage of how much GOATA cleats. I don't know too many wide toe box cleats. Like there's a few Under Armour ones that I've seen, but I have some insider like knowledge, insider like views, and they say Under Armour's like suck. So I'm not sure if there's any Nikes or Adidas. Drop-ins, you should feel the drop-in. Where's that comment? Where's that comment at? Drop-in. You shouldn't really feel the drop-in in the knee. It should be more like glutes, ankle, back a little bit. Put knee pain and hip tightness are definitely related, and it's probably your foot that's the problem. It's not really your knee or hip. If your foot's collapsing, it's going to cause your shin to get kind of pulled in, and your thigh is trying to set out. If your thigh is trying to set out and your shin's pulling you in, that's going to create some disharmony at the knee. And then if your shin is also, like if your foot's collapsed and shin's kind of getting pulled in, that'll wear at the hip as well, and the low back. You can become more flexible as a tall guy by doing the rockers, for one. Like I'm 6'8", and I can put my hands on the floor pretty easily just from rocking and doing the hinges and squats. I still gotta unlock the squat though. Do we blink a little? Shea Gilgeous-Alexander ankle injury. I didn't see that one. Did he injure it today? SGA ankle. He probably just rolled it. Yeah, I naturally have high arches. I've had high arches, and now I'm like inside ankle bone high, but I used to be inside ankle bone low, and I still had a high arch. So you can have a good arch and still be a bad mover, or have a bad foot. Having duck feet is a sign of bad GOATA. You probably sit in chairs too much. GOATA b-ball shoes, 0x1. And then I just bought some CP3 9. I think they're CP3 9s. It might be the 8s. I can't remember. GOATA is a scam if you don't actually do the workouts. GOATA b-ball show, yeah. If you get lower back pain when walking, you're probably collapsing your foot when you walk on either side really. So I'd video your walk and either send it into me or review it yourself. Conscientious effort from GOATA, like just focus on the walk pretty much. Like walking and standing, you can pretty much kind of force yourself to have straight feet, but your run and your cutting and like in the sport, once you cross the white line, like you shouldn't think about GOATA. Like I try not to think about it during practice and games. I'm on TikTok here. I think chiropractic work is pretty. I think it's kind of a scam. Having an in-person GOATA trainer is better than an online one, in my opinion. So yeah, you should probably find one close to you. It didn't look so big, bro. Yeah, my nose is like a little bit crooked still, but I can breathe fine. You look 6'3", 6'5". That's actually good, because people be saying people that are above 6'8" look like a dinosaur. But RN7 with a 6'5" person. This is a tall ass doorway, I'm not gonna lie. I think this doorway is 7 feet. Alright, I'm gonna start my workout finally. There's no one on campus, there's nothing to do on a Saturday night. trying to log in so I can see the comments on here, because voice chat isn't working. But I don't know any of my logins.
As I was about to leave my brother's restaurant, the female manager stopped me. Yes, excuse me, but you haven't paid your bill, have you?
Camera, tones, let's go. Alright, I can see the live in the comments. Let's go. Body key. Yeah, I'm playing at, I just transferred schools. I'm playing at Western Missouri now. It's a D2. Is 6'6" tall enough? Bro, you're in the 99th percentile. What do you think about electric therapy? I don't know about that too much. I think I have like an electric massage thing at home, but I've never used it. You should sit on the ground instead of sitting in chairs, like in Seiza, crisscross, long sit, those are all good. Probably, I'm so quiet on that. Hold up. Alright, I should be good now. Scroll down in chat. Bro, I gotta go buy. I can't be skipping people. My current diet consists of lots of cookies and beef and bananas. You don't have to get this exact mat. You can go to Amazon and get a thick mat. Because this mat's like super thick. Like it's probably, that's a ½ inch probably. So let's get something thick so you can kind of have padding on your groundwork. Not all like fascia training is GOATA, but all GOATA is fascia training. Like fascia is like all throughout your body, so. You can stay GOATA and sit a lot at work. Just like take breaks throughout the day, go do some rockers at lunch, and then before and after work, do some rockers, do some ground resting. Like work's only 8 to 9 hours a day, so when you get home, you got plenty of time to reverse out that sitting. Fetal position is the best. A bow should kind of set when you jump in basketball on a jump shot. What's wrong there? Just hitting 45 seconds. You're out, like callus can form from different things. Like maybe your sock is wet, your sock is like rubbing against you, so you wouldn't be good just because you have a callus on the outside of your foot. I don't think a callus could really like. I don't really have a callus. If you're barefoot a lot, you probably would get a callus on the outside of your foot. sitting and standing up as well. And like 20 toe tug rockers. Most go-to way to sleep is fetal position. I think cramps are more from hydration, not really movement. So I don't know on that one. How do I sleep? I try to sleep in fetal position. I have to go on my stomach sometimes. Heels stay away though. People hate on GOATA because some of the videos they see are probably not respectable to what they train. So if it goes, some of my posts go against lifting, like deadlifts and stuff, and a lot of people make money off that. Like a lot of trainers make money because they teach deadlifts. So they don't want someone telling them that deadlifts are bad. Heels stay away. Like when sleeping, when you lay down, your heels stay away, not in. I just cracked my ankle, I can't walk. GOATA, normally should I walk GOATA? Like you just cracked it? Walk. Yo. Yeah, walk whatever whatever way is comfortable. Like if it hurts to go to walk, don't do that. Your elbows should be be pointing this way, like behind you when you load up. So on a push up or on a shot here, and then they should turn out as you release. So like pushing up, release, elbows point out, and the same thing on a shot. Your elbow would point out, or on a throw, elbow would point out. I'll do a push up in a few seconds after this low hip stretch. 45 seconds. Pull-ups are load up. They force your head back and your hips forward. A GOATA push-up has the butt up. Like the butt sticks up, and the knees are pulled toward your chest more. It's like you go from cat crawl, you go from toe tuck to cat crawl. Ooh, 50-pound weight at best is what makes it challenging. Damn, that's hard. And 20 more child rockers and another 20 toe tug rockers. It should only take about 2 to 3 weeks to get your butt to your heels on this exercise. Once you can get butt to heels here, you're pretty much set to advance to more harder stuff. Can I see your walk? I got videos of it. I'm kind of stuck in a bow. I can't quarter very well on my walk. Squat University's content's pretty good if you're a lifter. But if you're an athlete, a multi-directional athlete, rockers, 20 of them. You were doing this in front of your parents? Yeah. They look weird, but think of a hip thrust. A hip thrust is just as weird as this, but people do it in the gym all the time. GOATA plyos, any plyometric in GOATA. Bounds, jumps, hurdle hops, sprints. What's my knee health look like? It's good now, but I used to have pretty bad knee pain, in my left one especially. I can, like, I'm still pretty front chain dominant, so if I were to work out for like, if I were to shoot, practice, lift, practice again at the end of the day, I'd probably have like a little bit of knee pain, but just what I'm doing now, which is like lifting, practice and shooting, it's like 4 or 5 hours a day, I'm good here. Then go back to the bow hip stretch one more time. 45 seconds each way. Yeah, I do team lifts. A team lift isn't going to set you back at all if you're complementing it with some GOATA groundwork like what I'm doing now. Because we just do basic front squats, pull-ups, rows, push-ups, bench press. We just do the basic like lifts. And if you just keep your feet straight on them, pulse of foot pressure, try not to thrust your hips at the top, you're going to stay good if you're also complementing it with some GOATA work. THP strength. Do you think his training is flawed for jumping? No. Look at the results. They have a ton of good results with jumping. I just don't think their training is good for a multi-directional athlete in sports because, well, I take that back. Like the training, you can complement GOATA with THP and still remain GOATA, but just to do THP stuff, they won't catch the foot and ankle part. And if you're already a WOTA, and then you go into THP and you get knee pain, that's a bad sign. And you keep having to do isometrics to solve that knee pain, that's a bad sign. And you never really solve knee pain because the root cause is you can't make a bow. You can't create a bow when you're a front chain dominant person. You're never going to solve it with just THP strength. Lacking dorsiflexion. I would do the toes rockers on that. Full-time coach, maybe. I'll try and do it in a gym this summer. Sit in Seiza. What should you do? That's like, you just sit in Seiza and do your homework or whatever you have to do, or game. Shoulder BB press and lat pull down in Seiza position. That's good, yeah. Yeah, lacking dorsiflexion, like, that's gonna be lots of toe step rockers to fix that. I lack it too. The boards help, like setting up a board. I should do that. Here's that next. Like setting up a board in this position. That kind of helps create space in the toes and foot to get some more range of motion this way. Like if you're lacking, like if it's tight here or on your Achilles, it kind of helps get that better. I broke my hand, I feel low. Your broken hand probably wasn't caused by you not being noticed, probably a contact injury. Does GOATA help move you more efficiently? Yeah. I think if you're a GOATA, you're using less energy. Seiza is this. You just set your heels. Yeah, I just said, like, I do front squats and bench press and a bunch of loader work on our team lifts, or for our team lifts. Eyesight. My quads are too tight, so like that's where the child rockers help. The child rockers is the same position as Seiza. You're just on all fours, and you're using your hands to push yourself back, and then push yourself back, and push yourself back, and that unlocks the quad a little bit. You probably can't create a bow in a garage if your tibs hurt or you're collapsing at the ankle, your foot. Functional foot after Kinder procedure. I don't know what Kinder or Kinder. I don't know what that is. How much do the boards cost? I tried making them out in ours yesterday, dude. Because I don't have a saw, so I don't know how much they're gonna cost. Probably 45, 35 bucks for two of them. Because it's not even the cost; it's the shipping that's gonna fuck me. Because if I'm shipping it to like California, that's like 10 bucks. So I gotta make a little bit of profit. So that costs like 10 bucks to make two of these. 10 bucks, ship it 10 bucks, that's 20. Make 15 bucks profit. So yeah, probably 35. LeBron, his inside ankle one is pretty high for someone with pretty feet. My vest is like, I think it's set at 40 pounds right now. Oh, it's 30 pounds. Just 20 of these. Knee or elbows inside the knees. You can go slow or fast on them. Just keep your ball to foot pressure. Heel stays down. I need voice to chat. I need text to chat. Text to voice. So bad. The chat is so tiny. And 20 hinges. Your kneecaps pointing in on this. Foot uncollapsed. Terrible angle. Need a mirror so I can see what I'm doing. I'm like on a blank ass wall. Just 20 of these on each side. 17, 18, 19, 20, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Now it's deep penalty. 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. That much. Basketball shoes, 0x1 is like the most GOATA. I wore them out. It stopped making size 15. You're probably inside Kolomoa if you have a lot of pain when you hoop. Way weaker on that side, yeah. My right side's a lot worse. Like most of my injuries come on my right side. It's hard. Like my vertical on my right leg is like 28 or something. My left is like 33. My bow sucks on my right too. Just 20 of these. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 20 hinges. Kneecaps way down here. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. GOATA is a myth. I mean, it kind of is. Like, from the outside looking in, it is a myth. GOATA. You gotta look at the video to see it. If you only looked at newspapers and textbooks and stuff, you would never see GOATA. That's why the founder of it was able to see it, because he was like I think he was a license dealer. He sold licenses and looked at the indigenous tribes from a video, on a video in slow motion, and was able to see GOATA. You can fix the imbalances by doing just what I'm doing here. Squatting, hinging, lunging. On the squats, make sure, if you go in a mirror, I don't have one here, but make sure your bow is the exact same, or pretty much the exact same on both sides. Like, for me, without a mirror, I gotta make sure my right bow is the same as my left. My left bow is pretty good. My right, like, kind of sucks at it, so just make sure the bow stays the same on both sides, and then on the lunge especially, make sure that bow gets set, foot stays down the entire time. Big toe pad stays down. And when you're resting, like, make sure when you rest, you're not underdoing one side. Probably go faster than me, but I don't really care too much. 19, 20. I gotta just count there. Tightness in hamstrings. But I think that's the quads last time. Yeah, that's where you go to the rockers to get your legs loosened up a bit. But if you're constantly rocking here, your leg is gonna open up over time. Like it probably takes 2 or 3 weeks to get butt to heels here. Then over time you'll be able to get butt to heels and lift up your hands and sit on your heels or sit on your feet. Heels away. Just one more set there and then we're done. I gotta get text to speech on this thing. That'd be OP once I get that. Or the mic is even on. Hello? My mic was never on. What the hell? That's alright. I swear I plugged this. My live was flagged. GOATA player in the league. Most GOATA player in the league is probably, I forgot that dude's name. He's in the Indiana Pacers though. Number 23, number 20 something on the Indiana Pacers. He's pretty GOATA. I wish this mic was working so I could freaking. I think the mic will work now. So I plug it in better. Hello? Hello? Stephon Castle's good too, Donovan Mitchell. Hello? Hello? There we go. Mic's working now. John Morant's pretty good. He's lost the corner though. John Morant. Who else? TJ McConnell. The mic turned off again. I think. No, it's good. Just one more set of squats, hinges, and lunges. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Just pushing through the outer edge of the foot and big toe pad. 1, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. And 20 hinges. I think the mic is off again, I'm not gonna lie. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Damn. I'm tight on that one. Been sitting in chairs a lot today. Shea. Force production, GOATA. Just do the exercise quicker. Do applied metrics like a weighted vest or something. Shea's like a 7 out of 10 GOATA. He lacks the bow and corner. Like he still gets to the bow and corner. He just lacks a bit on it.
He's probably 8 out of 10. I get to my hamstrings. Yeah, when you set a bow in a squat, your hamstrings will kind of feel it a bit. It's like when you on a barbell squat, if you lean forward more and go have the barbell more in your mid back, you'll lean forward more and it'll activate your hamstrings more, just like an RDL would. Then lunges last time, just 20 of these. For some reason. 3, 4. Yeah, I'm fatigued as hell. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, or 40 of them, I guess. 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40. How necessary are the slant boards? I'd say like 8 out of 10. They're pretty damn necessary. Either make some. I made these. It's an 11 degrees on this bottom, or not from here. 11-degree slope, I think is what you use. 11 and a quarter to be exact. But they prop your inner ankle bone high. And get ones with grip too. You gotta have grip. Because if you go in the wood, my foot kind of slides around here. Get the grip so you can go bow and corner, bow, squat and hinge. If you go in the wood, you go squat and hinge, your foot kind of slides around. I'm gonna end there. How do I end it on here?